Hi everyone, welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday. My name is Molly and I am the Wellness Supervisor here at Bircham Hills. So today I wanted to take a little bit of time and talk with you about your bones. A little bit more about, what happens to our bones as we age and ways that we can keep them strong and healthy. This will be a pretty short, sweet, and to the point video. So let's jump right into it here. We know that our bones are what give our bodies structure. Without those bones, all of our muscle and tissue and organs would just kind of be a big old blob on the floor, right? So those bones are what actually allow us to have some physical structure. Where our bones come together, it's what we call joints, and that's what allows for our body to move as the muscles pull on them. So, quick little overview there. As we get older, it's not uncommon for our bones to start to become more brittle. And this happens for a number of reasons. For many women, they start to lose bone density after menopause. And a lot of this, they believe, can be related back to hormonal changes that we undergo at that time. For some of us, it's nutrition. For others, it's factors of arthritis. The list goes on. So there's really no one size fits all when it comes to this category. But what we do know there are some things that we can do to kind of help either slow down that process of that degeneration or kind of combat those side effects. So the first one I'll mention is, nutrition. Eating lots of good fruits and vegetables are a great way to get those essential vitamins and nutrients that our bones need to stay healthy. Some really big ones are vitamin D and vitamin K. One of the things that those two vitamins do is they help for your bones to absorb that calcium a little bit more efficiently, because we know that calcium builds strong bones. So getting in those supplemental vitamins can help for the bones to absorb more calcium and retain it a little bit better. Jumping right into that is, getting enough calcium in your diet. Whether you're getting that calcium through your food or if you're taking a supplement, making sure that we're getting enough calcium back into our bodies so that our bones can replenish that supply and stay strong is a really important part of maintaining that bone health. So giving us a little bit of a background on what our bones look like. So what might not be well known to everybody is that your bones are not exactly solid all the way through. The outer part of our bone is compact and it's strong, and it's what really gives our bones that strength. But underneath that compact bone is what's called our spongy bone, and it's very porous, right? So lots of little holes. Think kind of like a honeycomb, right? And then at the very center, especially in our long bones, we have our bone marrow cavity, and that's where all the bone marrow is produced and stored within our bones. So one of the things that happens as we start to lose bone density, especially with cases like, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, is we start to see that porous, kind of spongy part of our bone start to get more porous and more spongy. And so one of the things that we can do to help with this, in addition to those nutritional facts that we just talked about, is regular exercise, predominantly strength training exercises and weight-bearing exercises. So our muscles are attached to our bones, right? No big surprise there. And as the muscles contract, that's what enables them to kind of move our skeleton. And one of the things that happens as those muscles contract is they're not only contracting kind of around the bones, but as they contract, those attachment sites are getting pulled on. So that force is going to inevitably help strengthen up the bones in and of itself. But where weight bearing comes into play again is just standing, basically anywhere where you are, on your feet, you're supporting your own weight. That would be considered a weight bearing exercise. What that helps us to do is to compact that spongy bone a little bit more, to make it more dense and to make it stronger. So activities like we talked about, weight training, walking, running if you're a runner, those are good activities to help build those strong bones. So with our nutrition, we talked about getting plenty of vitamin D, vitamin K, calcium. Another thing that's really important for us to make sure we're including in our diets is Protein. Having ample amounts of protein in our diet is another way to ensure that our bones stay strong and are getting all of the nutritional value that they need. Now, I want to preface this whole video and say, or I guess not really preface, but just by saying, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, but these are things that I know from, being in exercise science and from kind of undergoing this journey on my own. So if you're having issues with brittle bones, if you're having issues with nutrition, arthritis, anything like that, speaking to your doctor is always the best place to start. They're going to be able to give you all of that really good information and background and really cater that treatment plan, so to speak, to your specific needs. But just generally speaking, these are some really good places to start if you're looking to improve your bone health. Getting good nutrition, making sure you are getting enough calories in your diet, making sure we're getting in that calcium, getting in all of those vitamins, making sure that we're exercising to not only keep the bone strong, but to keep the muscles strong around the bone. So again, I know I didn't go very in-depth in this video, and I know this is a very short, sweet, and to the point, but just introducing that topic of bone health, how it changes over time with age, and some things that you can do to help manage that. So I hope that I've given you some food for thought. And we'll see you here next week. Thank you.